I want to eat like regular food.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Hey, what's going on? We are here at the Codemasters event.
Codemasters event. I don't like the term Codies. I think it sells them short. They're the Codemasters.
That's why I like saying it, because you hate it.
The masters of codes.
They have all the codes.
Party Warriors code.
That's
for
theirs.
Continuing that Mortal Kombat
ABBA.
Blood code was
I don't know what that
totally
is.
theirs. It's ABB.
Excellent.
Well, this interview, ready to be disrupted.
Well, they're showing off a ton of games here, Jeff.
That's right.
Including Fuel.
Fuel.
Brad's got an interview for that.
Dude, he totally does.
Let's throw it over to Brad. Brad!
Yes.
Hey kiddies, we're here at the Codemasters event, and I have got Ed, who is a brand manager on Fuel. So Ed, I've got to confess some ignorance here. I came into this event thinking Fuel was just a racing game. In fact, it is more than just a racing game. Tell us how.
Absolutely. Fuel is the only racing game to have a 5,000-mile square arena for you to play in. It's fully open world. We have 70 different vehicle types, so it's a massively multiplayer, if you like, racing game.
This game ain't exactly like a walk in the park or like a tropical vacation. Like there's a pretty dark storyline behind it. It's kind of a Mad Max sort of thing. Like, what specifically has happened in this world?
Well, the story of Fuel is in an alternate present set in the United States, and essentially climate change has caused a massive change in the weather of the US. And you've seen tornadoes and tsunamis and all sorts of weather systems destroy and decimate parts of the middle of the United States. And most people, most sensible people, have gone indoors and got into the major cities and stayed away from the outback. Now these crazy racers, and this is who you play, are going out there and just taking advantage of all the people that have gone away. There's no people, there's no police, no laws, and they're doing these crazy stunts, crazy races.
What kind of online features do you guys have?
The online is a full 16-player online experience across all three formats. And you'll also be able to create your own races through the race editor and share those online with your friends.
Excellent. And when are we going to see this game?
Fuel is coming on PC, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 in May.
Excellent. Thanks, Ed.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up? It's Ryan, and I'm joined here by Codemasters Michael Rowan. Michael, how you doing, sir?
I'm very well, thank you.
Now we're here looking at Jumpgate Evolution. For the folks at home who don't know anything about Jumpgate, give us a little setup. What's Jumpgate all about?
So Jumpgate Evolution is an epic space combat game. It's based out in space.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's a big place.
So the state of space.
It's a lot of space.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got it's an MMO. Think Wing Commander, Frontier, Elite, Privateer. I think persistent online universe.
So we're looking at kind of an MMO, you know, that persistent online experience, but it's very actiony. Can you tell us just a little bit, just kind of the core gameplay style of Jumpgate?
So Jumpgate itself is a Twitch-based game. Think of like an FPS game.
Right.
Now what you do is you go out in space. You are the pilot. What you do with your mouse and your keyboard is what's shown on the screen. So you go out and you take part in massive battles in space. It's not like a typical MMO where you have turn-based combat.
I did notice that there was kind of like the leading reticle when you're in combat, you know, chasing after other vehicles.
Yeah.
Very twitchy, but also still that kind of that upgrade system. Tell us just a little bit about like your ships. Like, can you buy new ships? Are you just kind of building on the same one throughout? Like, what's that system like?
So we've got a system in-game where you actually gain ranks. It's very much like leveling in the game. And as you level up, you can actually open up new ships. But ships are also determined by licenses. So we have a multi-tier achievement system where you can build up on licenses, and the licenses then open up different types of ships you can buy in the stores. And as you progress through, you can go through a combat scenario, or you can go down the commercial pilot license route.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be a combat game if you don't want it to be.
No, you can be a space trucker. You can take a hauler out into space and you can fly from one set to the other delivering guns or beverages of an alcoholic nature.
Is there like space trucker jargon? Like, am I going to put the hammer down? Are we going to go on a convoy?
You can go out and talk on your CB through voice over IP, going, breaker, breaker, 1, 2, 4.
Okay, really?
You can if you want to. We have a fully integrated voice system in the game.
I'm on board, sir. Well, it's looking really good, Michael. it looks like you're still kind of in an alpha state. When are you guys going to be going beta? When are we going to be able to get our hands on this?
So you can actually sign up for beta on jumpgateevolution.com.
Okay.
We'll be emailing a lot of people. We're actually in a very close friends and family beta at the moment. We're doing extensive testing with people we know, trusted members of the community, and they're going to be coming through into the game and testing different elements such as the PvP, which is very important and something we need to balance.
Certainly.
And there's also all the PvE and the start experience with a lot of our players. And we do a lot of focus testing so we can get that first 15-30 minutes right for players.
That's important, sir.
I mean, I know you played it earlier today.
I got a little taste of it. I definitely liked what I saw, but 15 minutes, it's a hard, it's hard to definitely judge an MMO based on that, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of it. Michael, thanks so much for your time. And you can find out more about Jumpgate Evolution on giantbomb.com. I hear Codemasters is working on a new Venga Boys game.
That's right, it's a Venga Boys rhythm game.
It's going to be
the Overlord engine.
It's going to be persistent.
Persistent
in space.
Overlord, because the Venga Boys are evil.
That's true.
Very.
That's what Venga stands for in Espanol, is evil.
And we are here, saving the best for last. Now I'm joined by Dan Robinson, the brand manager of Overlord 2. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, good. Tired, voice is going, but apart from that, fine.
Fantastic. That's good to hear. So you're here showing off the game. How's the reception been so far? You've been showing it to a lot of people tonight.
It's gone down really well.
Good.
It's gone down really well. There's clearly a lot of fans from the first game, but also a lot of people that kind of always wanted to play the game, but for some reason never picked it up. So they're kind of getting in and getting into the humor of the minions as well. So
sure. So how does this fit in storyline-wise? From the previous game, like who do you play as, and how does it go?
Yeah, the Overlord 2 takes off. Pretty much straight after the Raising Hell content that we brought out. You end up playing the son of the original Overlord. So you start the game as a 7-year-old kid. We're terming the Overlad. He's kind of raised in a Jungle Book parody, if you like, and to become the new Overlord. And it's kind of the story of going through and taking your revenge on the evil empire, and also because you were betrayed as a kid by your town, it's taking your revenge on those guys as well.
Cool. So I saw this earlier. You're clubbing baby seals in this game, man.
Of course.
That's evil.
Why wouldn't you?
That's all the way evil. Let's talk about the minions. Has the minion control changed a lot from the last game? What are the big changes?
In terms of the control system, you still kind of use the minions on the right stick of your joypad. But what we've done, we're trying to make the minions more personable, bring out their characters a lot more.
Right.
A lot more named minions. They've got more powers. They can ride mounts.
Yeah.
They have a lot more dialogue in the game as well, so you kind of get to know them a lot more. And one of the cool things that we brought in is that you can now resurrect your favorite minion. A lot of people in the original game wanted to play the whole game with their favorite minion because he had a pumpkin on his head or something. Yeah. And when he died in the last level, you were gutted. So now you can go into the minion graveyard and you can sacrifice some of your lesser favorite minions and bring back your favorite seal clubbing minion.
We talk a little bit about the possession of minions. How does that stuff work?
It's one of the new spells in the game, the possession spell, and it means that the Overlord can possess a lead minion, and they can go off on little side missions without the Overlord on their own. And again, it just brings the minions out a lot more, but it's an interesting twist on the gameplay. There's areas that the Overlord can't get to. If you're trying to infiltrate a Roman fort and you just waltz in as the Overlord, people are going to attack you. Whereas if you're the minions and you're maybe dressed up as a centurion or something, you're going to get in.
Cool. Well, awesome, Dan. When can we expect Overlord 2 to get on shelves, and what platforms is it coming out for?
Yeah, Overlord 2 is coming out on Xbox 360, PS3 and PC, and it'll be out June 2009.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
No worries.
Woo. That is going to do it.
It's been a wild night
here at Codemasters.
Whirlwind here at Codemasters. Hope you like some of the stuff that you've seen tonight.
Yeah, I think I'm potentially really into Jumpgate.
Absolutely, I really like what I saw. You only got a good 15 minutes with it, but a taste that I enjoyed.
For sure. I mean, it's the same developer that did Auto Assault.
Right.
At the same time, it seems like they've learned a lot from that. And also space MMO, that hits me right here.
It's actiony, it's accessible, like even just jumping right in, the fact that I was able to get something out of 15 minutes with it, I think that says a lot.
Word. And a fair amount of other stuff here. Overlord, eviler than evil.
That's way evil, dog.
Clubbing baby seals that's just bad
That's
news.
offensive.
That is, don't play it with girls is the lesson I learned. Doesn't
Codemasters.
work. Codemasters. This happened. We were here.